Hey everyone, how's each and every one of you are doing on this Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, wherever you're viewing this video content. I hope that each of you are having a good week, and it's hump day. Already in the month of June, middle of the month of June. Summer's flying by before we know it. It's flying by too fast. Hope that everyone is safe in the South Central Texas area from this tropical storm, remnants of tropical storm Alberto. Sometimes hurricane, anything like tropical storms, tropical depression, or hurricanes, you don't take those storms lightly. I hope that everyone is stay safe where their areas being affected. So let's go with week 3. Week 3 is unit conversions. To make it simple, to summarize what it is basically you using metric and customary units. That is going to be useful whether you're in, like right now, in junior high math. And basically, to be quite honest with you, chemistry. Chemistry is going to be basically what you're foretelling at the beginning of the chemistry class or whatever it may be. This is where you gain your conversions all pointed out to anyone who's taking any courses in particular in math and science. So no need to be fearful. Don't worry to be contrite. You are just actually contrite. Scratch that. Don't worry to be concerned, and so forth. So it's going to be helpful. I'm going to try to explain these steps the best I can in the conversion charts. The conversion charts is here. Give me a second here or two. Here we go. This will be on the Google Classroom page. Don't need to worry about writing all this down because it's going to take a long time to write all this down. It's going to be access to your Google Classroom page or the Canvas page, wherever you have access to. So no need to worry about this. Don't be concerned. It's going to be available for you to print out and use on your assignments, on the 2 assignments that is available for this week. So let's begin. We have number 1A. We have 86.5 equals how many feet. All right. We know that in a conversion measure, okay? The reason why I write this down, just to give you something to look at, okay? How many... Oh, hold on. Okay, here you go. That'll be better. All right, conversions. How many feet are in a mile? Look at your conversion chart. On the metric side, actually the customary side, how many feet are in a mile? Let's look. We have how many feet in a mile? 5,280 feet. That is significant. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. All right, this is going to be pivotal because when it's going into actual conversion, it's going to be useful. Just write that down as part of your notes. And the notes will be posted, so no need to be, if you miss something or miss a step, no need to worry. And also you can stop the video clip at any time to look up to make sure everything's on point. All right, folks, let's go. So when you're doing conversions, you have to do this in particular. You see this 86.5 miles. We currently convert it into feet. Move this down. 86.5 miles. MI means miles over 1. You put it over a fraction. This is our numerator, and this is our denominator, okay? And we're back in early part of fractions. It's going to be helpful right now, okay? My question is this: which order of operation do we use? We know we can't use add and subtract. That's a definite. is between multiplying and dividing. Which order operation out of the two do we use? If you said multiply, you are correct. Now, here's another thing. This is going to be useful. I'm going to put this over a fraction, two fractions. One regular fraction, 1 mile over 5,280 feet, or the reciprocal, 5,280 feet over 1 mile. Which of the two will you use to fit this narrative? Remember, we had to cancel out the mile completely on the other side. So, what's your guess? If you said 5,280 feet over 1 mile, you're correct. Because watch and see, but everyone. All right. See? Now it gets a little better. So in this part, we had to cancel out the miles, right? This is where the difference is between the conversion part. Either you're using the regular fraction or the reciprocal. In this case, you use the reciprocal. And then we cancel them out the miles. We're looking for feet, right? So far, so good. All right. Let's go on. Let's do the math. 5,280 multiplied by 86.5. Let me move this up. Need more room because that's the reason I got more room in the bottom. Okay, now we see. So we got 0 times 5 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4. 2 times 5, that gives us 10. Plus 4 is 14. Carry the 1. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the, add one more is 26. That is the first line. All right. Okay, in the second line, we got 0. 0 times 6 is 0. Okay. 8 times 6 is 48. Carry the 4. 2 times 8 is 16. Add 4 more is 20. Carry the 2. That's 5 times 6 is 30. Add 2 more, 32. Now it looks a lot better. 0 times 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 8 is 64. Carry the 6 on top. It's hard to see. It's okay. 2 times 8 is 16. Add 2 more is 20. No. Hold on. I had that time before. Hold on. Let me do this right. Let me see. Okay. Okay, we got the first one. 0, 48. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay. Oh, okay. 2 times 4 is... Okay, that is... 2 times 6 is 12. Add... Oh, 16. It's 16. Now that looks better. My mistake. Okay. Alright, now we got 8 times... 8 times 8 is 64. Carry the 6. 2 times 8 is 16. Add 2 more. Add 6 more. 2 times 2 is 22. Carry the 2. 5 times 8 is 40. You got 40. It'll be 42. So bear in mind, forgive me on this part. So we got 0 here. That will be right here. So we have 4 plus 8 is 12. Carry the 1. 6 plus 6 is 12. Add 1 more is 13. 13 plus 4 is 7. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Add 1 more. 4. Yes. 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then the 4. We have 456,720. Because the dot is right here. To move the dot right, the decimal point here. Let's see if it works. Bingo. Does it match? Yes. Always double check your work because I almost caught myself doing it. So I want to make sure everything's on point. So that's why I took my time in the arithmetic. So that's why I don't want to mess it up further. So I hope I answer your question. So that is the final answer. 456,720 feet is our answer. Any questions on number 1A? Okay, let's go on number 5. 5A. 5.3 cups. This is C means cups. Equals how many ounces? Okay. All right. Conversion measure time. I'm going to write this all the time because it might be a little bit annoying. But it's okay. It never hurts to check. All right. We are measuring weight. We're actually measuring, measuring weight in the customary. How many cups? How many cups? Yeah, how many cups are in an ounce? That's the question. How many cups are in an ounce? Care to take a guess? I was wrong. Okay. Let's see. How many cups in an ounce, right? 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces, right? That is key. Let's see. 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. Let's move this down just a bit. Move down to 5.3 cups. You put it over 1 to help you get a conversion. Question. Which operation do we use to convert this to ounces? Multiply or divide? Give you a second to think. Give you a moment to think. Which operation? Multiplying or divide to get the next step? If you said multiplying, you are correct. Now, we had to make this into a regular fraction and improper fraction. 1 cup. Is it 1 cup? Eight fluid ounces, or 8 fluid ounces over 1 cup? Which one do we use? It's similar to the last problem, right? Which one is it? The regular fraction or the reciprocal? If you said a reciprocal, you are correct, which is 8 fluid ounces over 1 cup. Okay? Let's do this. Move this over. 8 fluid ounces over 1 cup. Okay. The reason why it's fluid ounces is the same thing. Well, it is dealing with ounces. Don't be discouraged, because I just saw this right here on the measuring capacity, and that's where I find out. So that's why 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup, and that's how I get this over 1. Any questions so far? All right. Let's cancel out the cups, which is a C, and the cup. We'll do our regular math. 5.3 times 8. We got 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 5 times 8 is 40. Add 2 more is 42. Question, where do we place the decimal point? Is it between the 4 and the 2, or the 2 and the 4? Between the 2 and the 4, right? All right. So you just gotta look at the line. Align the decimal point at all times. Are we through? Yes, we're through. Our final answer is 42.4 ounces. Don't make sure you forget the conversion. That's our final answer. So there we have it. So we have 5.3 cups equals how many ounces? You bring down the 5.3 cups over 1 as a reciprocal, as a regular, as a reciprocal, and you determine which is the next step between multiplying or dividing. In this case, it is dividing because you want to cancel out the cups, so you use the reciprocal instead of the regular fraction. So we have 8 fluid ounces over 1 cup. And then we cancel out what's common, the cups, and we're looking for ounces. And then we have 5.3 times 8. And then you got 42.4 ounces. Any questions on this part? I'm going to go back here to this one. You do the same thing for the previous part. Double make sure everything is correct. You put this over 1, and then you put this, you choose a reciprocal, and then you work out the arithmetic, and that's how you get the 456,720 feet. I just want to go back for a previous step. I forgot to explain that, so I do apologize. But any questions on number 5A? All right, let's see. Let's go to number 9. 9A, 408 ounces equals how many pounds? All right. Measuring. Measuring conversion. Measuring stick. Measuring unit, actually. All right. And then we have how many ounces are in the pound? 1 pound equals 16 ounces. right? That's different than a cup. Cup has 8 fluid ounces, and a pound is 16 ounces. So far, so good. All right, let's go back here. I'll move this over like the last problem. 408 ounces over 1. That's a reciprocal. Question. Which order of operation do we use? Divide or multiply? If you said divide, you're correct. Okay. I'm going to move this over. Remember we do over the regular fractions? Since we're dividing, which of these we can use to better fit in the conversion aspect? Is it one pound over 16 ounces or 16 ounces over 1 pound? Give you a second or two to think. Okay. If you said 1 pound over 16 ounces, you're correct. You see why. Remember, when you cancel, you had to go across, not in the same aspect, right? Not on the same side, okay? Now we cancel the ounces. We are looking for pounds, okay? All right. We have 408 inside the box and 16 outside the box, okay? So far, so good. All right. So let's do this. How many times does 40 go into 16? Twice, right? 16 times 2, that gives us 32. $40 minus 32, that gives us 8. Bring down to 8. All right. How many times does 88 go into 16? Let's try 5. 6 times 5 equals 30. Carry the 3. 1 times 5 is 5. Add 3 more is 8. So it is our closest answer. Closest to the equal to. And then 88 minus 80 is 8. We have a decimal point. Put the 0 in. And then how many times does 80 go into 16? It's 5 times. We're done. 25.5 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's pretty good for 408 ounces. That is pretty good. So, any questions on how I did it? Same steps as the same process as the previous problem. And then we make sure the sign's a little different, but this one's flipped over as a regular fraction. But other than that, any questions on number 9? All right, let's go on to the next one. And this is the one that I had trouble with in my Zoom class, in my Zoom process, in my Zoom session today, but I'm going to go over these two problems for continuation on that part. All right. Number 4A, we have 2.4 hectogram, like hectogram, over equals how many decagram? Decameters, actually. Decimeters. Hectometers and decimeters. Okay? Here, there are two ways to figure out this problem. Would you prefer the division or the multiplication? I think that most people will love the multiplication, right? So let's see. There are two ways to convert this problem. So we have one shot. 1 hectometer equals 1,000 decimeters. And then we have 1 decimeter equals 0.001 tenths hundred thousandths. How they got it, I'll show you why in a minute, okay? All right, so we're going to do the multiplication, right? So we'll move the 2.4 under the bottom. Put this 2.4, and then we'll multiply by which number? 1,000 or 0.001? Okay, we have 1 hectometer equals 1,000 decimeters, and 1 decimeter equals 0.001 thousandths hectometer. Which one do you think it fits this problem? If you said 1,000, you're correct. Okay, let's do the work. 1,000 times 2.4. Well, there's one way I could actually, there's two ways. I'm going to do the multiplication part. We got 4,000 here. And we got 2,000 here. Right? Where's the decimal point? Right there. That's one way. Or 2.4. How many spaces do we move? Either is it to the right or to the left? It's to the right, right? So it's got 1, 2, 3. Does it match? Does this match to the original one? Yes. Because in this instance, you move the decimal point 3 places to the right. So you got 1, 2, and 3. They got 2,400. And you multiply by the same token, the same method. And just only difference is you move the decimal point and separate the two zeros. And there is the multiplication part. So any questions on this part? Remember, so when you see the 2.4 hectometer, and this is the conversion, 1 hectometer equals 1,000 decimeter, 1 decimeter equals 0.001 thousand, so that tells you 3 spaces, 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 spaces, right? To the right. Right? In this case, it's 3 here. You move the decimal point places 3 spaces to the right. And that's how you get 2,400. Let's see. Bingo. 2,400. See? That wasn't too bad, right? Hope this will help in any way possible. Because when you're converting converting the customary, actually the metric, that kind of will throw everything off in some sort. So just pay close attention to this. So any questions on number 4A? All right, we're almost done. We have one more problem. We are finished for this session. All right. All right, we have 3.1 decameter and into decimeters. All right, remember this? 1 decimeter, 1 decameter equals, let me see, equals 100 decimeters. Okay, 1 decameter equals 100 decimeters. You got it? All right, now we can convert it. 3.1 decimeters times, we are going to times by which number? 100. You put it over 1, like in conversion, right? Now we got this so far. 3.1 over decameter over 1 and 100 decimeters over 1 decameter. So far, so good. Then we cross out the common. And then we have 3.1 times 100. I'll go this easier. Question: where do we put when we place the decimal point? Right here. Let's check. Does it match? Yes, it matched. So we have 310 decimeters. Okay. So when you do conversions, we have 3.1 decameter over 1 times either the 1 over 1 decameter over 100 decimeters or 100 decimeters over 1 decameter. In this case, we're multiplying, so we got 100 decimeter over 1. We cross out the decameters, so we have 3.1 times 100 decimeters, as you can see on the right side, and we have the basic math and placing the decimal point after the first 0, and that's our final answer. So, any questions on number 7A? All right, folks, we are finished for the day. We converted 5 problems from their respective previous conversions into a new conversion, and I did my very best. I hope all of you understand the conversion part, because sometimes it's a little bit confusing, but it's not. It takes a moment. So let's practice a little bit on it. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. Until then, everyone, each of you have a wonderful and safe evening and weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.